Hello, my name is Mr. Sebastian Miranda, or Paper Bag Man. I'm still not sure which one I want to go by on these videos, but basically, I'm doing a movie right now. I just saw for Mother's Day, I saw with my mother, I saw the movie Hello God, Are You There? It's Me, Margret. I don't remember if it's a long ass freaking title. But yeah, let me talk about my thoughts on the. It is a pretty solid, okay movie. It's kind of the perfect movie to watch on Mother's Day. It's a nice, warm, sweet little film that's very inoffensive and just kind of a fun old time, you know? It's a movie, it's a feel good movie, it'll make you feel good, you know? So it's not complex, it's not dark or, necessarily that deep, but it's cute. That's the biggest word I can give this film is cute. But let me go into the details. The directing, the lighting in the film is very good. It has this nice 70s glow to it, this very nostalgic feel. The whole film feels like I am listening to someone tell a story, reminiscing on like a past time. The direction, however, in a whole, other than the lighting, is pretty bland. It's just very boring, very shot, reverse shot. Nothing is particularly done that special with the cinematography whatsoever. And you might be thinking, this is really not the type of film that needs, special cinematography, but I almost feel like it's the reverse. When a film is like this simple, this kind of laid back, this is when you kind of want your cinematography to be as special and as unique as possible. You want it to stand out, you want the presentation of the film to really hold you in some way. But this film seems very much content with just having the actors and the story hold you, which I guess is fine, but it's not. From a visual standpoint, the film is unfortunately boring. It also has some bad CG shots, which takes you out of the film as well. And the music is really nothing that special, which is something I usually wouldn't point out. But for this film, Hans Zimmer did the music, which I was very surprised about. Really doesn't feel like any of his other scores, and they could have hired anyone for this job because there's just nothing spectacular about the music whatsoever. It sounds like I'm shitting on it, but really every other aspect of about this movie is a strength, except for the technical department. The lead actress is a child named Abby Ryder Fortson. She does a fantastic job. It's very hard. Most movies seem to have a very hard time getting good performances out of kid actors. And in this movie, it was really essential because she is the main star of the film. But she really holds her own. She does a fantastic job in this movie. She deserves all the props. And if she decides to become an actress later on in her career, I think she'll find a lot of success. All of the kids do an amazing job. It's interesting, the whole conversation around should children even be in movies? Because a lot of the time, the process of having a kid act in a film can ruin them, destroy them. No kid should be very famous very young. But on the other hand, there are some stories where kids are essential to it, like this one. And they all do a fantastic job, and I hope none of them are scarred by the process of making this movie. The adult actors are all very good. Specifically Rachel McAdams, I have to give props to. A lot of actors like to go very big, very loud, and I think one of Rachel McAdams' strengths, especially in this movie, is the fact that she can perfectly portray a very normal person. And I've seen this in Game Night, I've seen this in the Doctor Strange movies, which is very good at just being very relatable, very normal. And of course, she's done things like Mean Girls, where she can also be very loud and very over the top, but there's something very special, very unique about just, like, I think she's the best actress or actor in her range, where she can just be very much a normal person. You just buy it. She seems like someone that you can just talk to, like, in everyday life, which is unfortunately sometimes unusual. And Safdie is also in the movie. I just wanted to point out, it's cool that he's just in stuff now. Before, he was just acting like in his own films, and it's always cool just to see him pop up in like other people's stuff. Like he is now like has a legitimacy in his films, like as an actor, like stand alone from his directing career, which is cool. That's just cool. The story is based on a book. I have not read the book. Apparently, it's very popular among women of a certain age. In terms of its subject matter, the film feels very original and unique. It deals with a lot of problems that only specifically that is not talked about in films, especially films nowadays. We see the struggles of a young girl going through adolescence and growing up. and we see it in a very believable and realistic way. Where even someone like me, who doesn't understand any of those issues and can't relate to it, can still see that it feels like an authentic portrayal, and it's something that kept me engaged throughout the entire film. The film also deals with themes of religion and what does it mean to believe in God, and what does it mean to believe in God. The character throughout the entire film has a conflict of faith. She does not really know what she believes in, and she struggles with this, especially since she has a Catholic mother and a Jewish father. And this is probably the most engaging part for me. Specifically, there's a scene where Rachel McAdams kind of explains why they never see her parents, and it's very well handled. It's a very good, emotionally driven scene. It's also a very nicely paced film. It's a very relaxing thing to watch. It feels like a slice of life. You're just watching little vignettes. The movie overall doesn't have a story, like, per se, in a traditional 3-act structure. It mostly just feels like we're just kind of seeing this character go along her journey. And it's consistently entertaining. And I also kind of like the story doesn't really have a crazy resolution to it, you know? It mostly just feels like we just saw one piece of this person's life, and we didn't really get to see anything before or after, but we did get to see a little segment of it. And it was overall a very cute, very nice movie. I would give this a 7 out of 10. Thank you.